you for a lifetime underneath the moonlight. Cause I don't want us to go. No, I don't want us to go. Yeah, you could be my lifeline, you could be my sunshine. In a world so full of pain, can you make it go away? Used to be so sad that love was lost, but now it's here to stay. Yeah, I used to be uncomfortable, but look at me today. Never thought I'd find someone like you, someone to show the way. But now I know you're the answer to my prayer. You and me must be right. Something's in the air, I can feel it now. You and me must do something right. We can't get enough of us. You and me every night, aiming for the stars with the love so bright. You and me must do something right. Baby, I believe in us. I believe in you and me, you and me, you and me, you and me, yeah. I believe in you and me, you and me, you and me, you and me, yeah. I'm sorry for the burden, sorry I was hurting, but my scars are almost healed. Yeah, my scars are almost healed. Yeah, I'm feeling like a child now. Everything's alright now, and it's all because of you. You made the flower in me bloom. Used to be afraid of everything, but now there's no more fear. Yeah, I used to let nobody in and hide my face with tears. But without of you as someone who can love someone like me, but I was wrong, baby, now I believe. You and me must be right. Something's in the air, I can feel it now. You and me must do something right. We can't get enough of us. You and me every night, aiming for the stars with the love so bright. You and me must do something right. Baby, I believe in us. I believe in you and me, you and me, you and me, you and me, yeah. I believe in you and me, you and me, you and me, you and me, yeah. You and me must be right. Something's in the air, I can feel it now. You and me must do something right. We can't get enough of us. You and me every night, aiming for the stars with the love so bright. You and me must do something right.
Hey,
Baby,
hey.
I believe in us. I believe in you and me, you and me, you and me, you and me, yeah. I believe in you and me, you and me, you and me, you and me, yeah.
Hey, 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 hey. 3, 2, 1. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to the Danae Show. I am Danielle Danea, aka Danae, and I've got a lot to say. So let's get into it. City boys are down bad. Let's talk about it. So, if you guys don't know what a city boy is, I looked up the actual definition, and there were a bunch of definitions. There was one in the British sense, it's somebody who works in the finance area, but in the more urban definition, it was more of a bunch of guys who, cheat on a bunch of women, do crazy stuff, right? So there's that. But there's a song called City Boys by Burna Boy, and I think more in the context of the term for him, I'm going to use kind of his definition. It's just a bunch of guys who live in a city, have similar interests, are living it up, and basically like live in a city, hence the name City Boys. So yeah, I'm using it, and since there's a bunch of definitions, I'm using the definition where I'm really just speaking about men. And good men, high earning men. I'm going to give some examples of those type of men. But yeah, these men out here are pandering, they're pandering so bad to women, and it's crazy because these are really good men. These examples I'm going to tell you about, these are really nice men, or at least nice in their gestures and what the examples I'm going to show you. I don't know overall. I don't know much about certain ones. But yeah, in this instance, I'm like, they're doing things that are too nice to for bad women, and it's bad because these are men that could easily be a city boy, have multiple girls, and cheat. Not encouraging that. I'm just saying, like, these men are moving like they don't have any options, like they're desperate, and it's just bad. Like, even the most the man that has the least amount of options shouldn't be moving this desperately. I mean, it should never be condoned. Women using men for money, using men for clout, for their own selfish reasons, period. And I just got to talk about it because it seems like it's been happening more and more lately. And there's a term also called, so we got city boys, and there's a term that also says city boys up, which I looked up on AI. It says it's likely used in a hip hop context. That generally means a group of male friends that, are hustling or partying or all that stuff. So yeah, it means, but really what it means is my understanding of what it meant when I heard it in the context of what it was used for was city boys, when they're up, that means they're winning in the dating game. They're getting their way when it comes to women, all that. And it can be seen as a good thing or bad thing. But yeah, I think the best thing is to have balance. But again, it's super bad right now. Boys are losing, girls are winning, in a sense, for getting what they want, selfishly getting the things they want out of life out of these men without, contributing anything back, investing anything back. So it's definitely a problem, like I said. So we're going to talk about it. But like I said, I have many examples, but my first example I'm going to speak about Ruby Rose's is the most recent one that I've seen. I had her picture as my thumbnail. If you guys don't know who Ruby Rose is, I spoke about her briefly when I was talking about Holly Bailey and DDG's situation, because DDG used to date Holly Bailey. And she's a rapper. She's pretty known in the ghetto community. I don't know any of her songs, but she's a name. People know her. So we're going to speak about her. Recently, I saw this post on Shade Room where she posted her text messages on her Instagram or some type of social media where Shade Room reposted it. And the first text you see is a guy, I'm assuming is a guy. He says so I'm supposed to send you money now, right? Or so I'm supposed to ask you how much now, right? LOL. And he then sends this tweet that Ruby Rose posts, and it says, if I tell a guy I'm getting my hair done and he doesn't ask how much it is, I know we not gonna get too far, LOL. So I'm guessing, she said she's getting her hair done, hence his reply. This is the part where I'm supposed to ask how much it is, right? And then she responds to the tweet he sent and the previous text message he sent. She sends, LMFAO, I tweet SHIT to stir the pot. I'm not like that for real. And then he puts the laughing little thing over the text. And then he sends $500 on Apple Pay. And then she comments again or tweets or something. It's like a tweet next to the picture, next to the text message. And it says, I like my NIGGAS to flirt on Cash App, even though this is Apple Pay. But anyway, same kind of thing. Look, guys, don't be sending these women money. Like not women like this. Like what? And the fact that she said, LMFAO, I tweet stuff to stir the pot. I'm not really like that. She dang there, she is like that. And she accepted that money. She didn't send that money back. And she didn't decline that money. She sure did accept it. And flexed it on social media, making you look like a clown star, whoever you are. She didn't post your name. She didn't post your picture. But If you know what you sent and you're seeing this online going around, I can only imagine how you feel. And if you don't feel any type of way, you should. That's a problem. If you're out here sending $500 to a bunch of women that, you know, are just super pretty and have a super high following on Instagram, you need help. If you just got $500, the fact is, God, like, you just have $500 to spare like this, and possibly on multiple occasions, you're making enough money where you can afford a good girl, a girl that would actually appreciate you and invest in you. Not money, invest in you, like the other things you need, like the intangible things, right? You could so get a good woman to respect you, but the fact you're entertaining a woman like Ruby Rose, it's like, what are you doing? This is also a prime example. Anybody that says that pretty privilege does not exist is freaking delusional. Because if Ruby Rose was not cute, she would not be getting this type of attention. She would not be getting $500 just sent to her just because she said she's getting her hair done. Now, I don't, and not doing anything for this man. I don't know for sure if she's sleeping with this man or not, but I don't know. I think she's not. I think this was some guy who saw her tweet, who is a follower, who's a fan, saw her tweet and got excited, you know, that he got her number. He DM'd her a bunch of times, responded to her stories, hearting them, sending stuff like, hey, and trying to get her attention, finally responded, got her number, and now is sending the $500. Because I'm asking the initial question, this is the part I'm supposed to ask how much, right? He was going to send the money regardless. Like, he's laughing, but he was dead serious about sending that money from the get. He just wanted to make a little joke, make her laugh. Men just love to make women laugh. They really like. They want to impress them, right? Which is natural. But don't impress them in this way. She's just using you, man. This is why city boys are down bad. You don't encourage this type of behavior. Because what this does, guys, it encourages other women that are not as cute, not as popular, and to do the same thing. And other pretty women. And this is not the way women need to be moving. Because if these women continue to get rewards for doing nothing, they're gonna discard you like old tissue when you stop contributing and treat you like shit. And men out there, y'all deserve better than this. Especially men that have money to send like this. A lot of men don't have $500 to just give to a stranger. Invest that in something else, man. Invest that in a good woman. Ruby Rose is not it. I'm telling you. There's video of this. There's videos of this 304 sitting on a couch, on a bed, I think, begging for a guy she just had sex with to send her, give her money or book a flight for her to get home. And I don't think she's broke, but she could have paid for her own flight home or had someone else pay for her flight home, someone that's dear to her. But no, she wanted money from that man. And he was like, no, I'm not giving you the money. And probably he would have, but she was acting crazy. She was acting crazy. She was doing ish like this. She was probably doing something like this with another guy he saw, and he was like, F that. Ask another guy for $500, not me. Ask him to pay for your flight back home or wherever you have to fly to. Understandably so. Like, it's so crazy how women get so bent out of shape when men treat them like tricks and thoughts when they're moving that way. You literally are accepting $500 from a stranger. Not because you desperately need it, just because you want it. Just for sport. It's disgusting. You're easily bought that way. You got it. He got access to you because you knew you could get some money out of him. That's so disgusting. And it wouldn't be so disgusting if you were investing in him back, maybe helping him out with things he needed, which I guarantee you she's not doing. She's just getting this stuff from the stuff from these men, thinking it's okay. And people, I was reading the comments in Shade Room. You guys know I hate Shade Room, but it's great for the content I use for my show. But everybody was like, where do you find these men at that just send us money and don't ask questions, just do it, and don't have a problem, don't have an attitude. It's just like, oh my gosh. All ugly women typically commenting. Like they're not there because they're not sending money to your ugly ass. They're not. Oop. I said ass. Oop. Let me stop cussing. I'm not supposed to cuss. But yeah. But also, the man that would send you money, you're treating horribly. So it's just like women are their own, like you're your own problem. And it's just becoming more and more clear to me that, there's, even though there are really bad men out there, there are. I always speak about, even when I spoke about my episode yesterday, it's always majority versus minority. I feel like the majority of bad people out there are women, though. Because you see instances like this. You never see a man trying to trick a girl and getting money. Maybe sex. That's the thing, absolutely. But the thing is, my boyfriend and I, we talked about this earlier today, like the red flags are always there initially, typically. But women have gotten so good at hiding those red flags initially that men fall for it every time, and men fall for beauty every time. Women, it could be a good looking guy, it could be an ugly guy. If he has money, cool, right? But women use their beauty as a weapon, and it's like, use it. It's okay to use beauty as a weapon when you're using it in the best way possible. When you're using it to better yourself and better that other person. But when you're just killing off people unnecessarily, at war with people that aren't at war with you, it looks crazy. Imagine, think of it at a war where you're murdering everybody. You're at war with everybody else, but they've already yielded. The people you're fighting off, you're slitting their throats, you're stabbing them in the chest. They already been like, you're good, you won. And you're still killing them. That's how crazy this looks to me. These are good men you're killing off. And then you wonder where all the good men are. You wonder why are we still at war? It's like, it's because of you. You're using your weapon for harm instead of protection, instead of all the things a weapon is supposed to be used for. So yeah, that's one example, guys. Ruby Rose is not it. And Ruby Rose is not the woman I'm talking about when I talk about, women hide sometimes the good part of them before you get in. This woman has constantly, I mentioned the example of her on the bed, wanting to her one night stand to call off to book her flight back home. She's had multiple examples, her music videos, her twerking, all this other stuff, that she's not a woman you want to entertain. It's a money too, not long term. But this guy, he's probably not tripping. $500 may not be a lot for him, and it might be a trick in his eyes. But again, the way it's posted, the way she's posting it, like she got a whole bunch of guys sending her money, like this is a flex, and $500 is a lot to the normal person. So I hate the idea that this should be the normal for girls in general, or pretty girls more specifically, whatever she was trying to portray with posting this relay, by posting this screenshot. It just makes you guys look bad, even if she was a trick off or whatever. The internet, man, is undefeated, and you got to be more careful about doing this. You do. So again, that's Ruby Rose. Now let's get into Russell Wilson. Now we all know who Russell Wilson is. right? He's married to Sierra, but alone, he's a big person alone. He just signed a bunch of $1 million contract with whatever football team he's with. I'm not into sports. I forget. I've covered him before, but I forgot what team he plays for. Because like I said, I'm not into sports. But anyway, big baller, right? And he married Sierra, and we all know Sierra, has a kid by Future Jr. Initially, Future cheated on her, and she broke up with him, and then got with Russell Wilson later. And she's been spitting out babies nonstop. I think they have 3 together plus him, and I don't know. Maybe they have 3. They have 3 of their own, and then a Future. And Russell Wilson talks about all the time of impregnating Sierra all the time. But it's just like Sierra just put out this song. I gotta look up the exact what it's called. Hold on, give me 1 second. Because I think I have it. Ecstasy. She put out the song called Ecstasy. Guys, and if you watch this music video, she is being extremely sexy for no reason. We know Sierra, she's great at dancing, great, but she's laid over a chair. She's in these stockings that don't go all the way up. Got her whole butt out. She's twerking. She got her legs wide open. It's insane. And Sierra, it'd be maybe cool if her music was actually good, but it's not anymore. It hasn't been for years. Ever since kind of she really got with Future, her music hasn't really been good. I don't know what that's about. Usually your music gets better once a breakup happens. I don't know, but even during the relationship it was bad. I don't know. Anyway, unnecessary, it just seems very thirsty. Her music video. I'm just like, this woman is with a Russell Wilson, the top tier of men. Top earner, not a bad looker. And again, it's not really about looks for men. It's about what money they're making. And he's making big money. Right? And, in today's time, it was a time when it was cool to be a stepdaddy. My boyfriend and I speak about it all the time. You come in, you save the woman. But no, men have so many options. And there was a City Boys when they were up air where they could there were so many women available that didn't have kids. It was like, why would I get with a woman who has a kid? Right, so she got lucky. That's why people always talk about Sierra's prayer, because she lucked out of that bad situation with Future. It was going to be tough trying to find, because Future is also a high earner. We all know Future is a big time rapper. Hasn't put any stuff out lately, but when she was with him, he was big time. Right? So going from Future to who was going to be tricky, but she lucked out and got a Russell Wilson. But every time she posts naked, because this isn't the first time. She also went to a carnival earlier this year where she was butt naked, and you could be like, well, it's carnival. That's how they dress. It's like when you get to a certain age and you're at a certain point in life and you've had 3 kids and all that other stuff, it's just some stuff you don't need to do. And I'm really thinking Sierra is at the age where she needs to not do certain things, and going to the carnival with your pussy out is one of them. And my point is, and why I say City Boys are down and Russell Boy is a city boy in this instance, it's like you again could have the best woman, the most covered up woman. It's all about you. That have your kids. I know Sierra's having your kids, but have your kids back to back and not crave attention the way it seems like Sierra is, and just continue your legacy and be great. And I'm not saying Sierra isn't, great, but she probably, uplifts him, and does cooks for him. Maybe I've never seen her do that, but there's something that's keeping Russell there. But the things that she's not posting that, and the things she is posting though, it's very cringe. It's very cringe. And it's like, oh, she's a dancer. Oh, she can do this. Oh, yeah, it's cool. Yeah. But we knew Sierra is a great dancer. We knew this when she was 19 years old. She had nothing to prove. Is it a flex? Are you trying to flex more that you can do it like 20 years later? You still do the splits? Okay, cool. But it's just like, Sierra, you don't have to have your coochie wide open. You don't have to be twerking on camera. You're too good for that. You know what's funny? You guys, I first got introduced to Sierra in, it was a movie called The Preacher something. I forget. Something like that. And she played a singer, and her mom was, super religious, and she didn't like how she was moving and certain things she was singing about. She was super young. I think she was 19 when she did that. And I thought she was so innocent, so sweet looking. I was like, oh my gosh, there's somebody I aspire to be like. But then Sierra now, I'm just like, what the heck? Like, I didn't get introduced to my goodies and all those other music videos with her going crazy in those videos, crazy with her dancing, till later. But this is crazy. Again, I think Sierra is 35. I think she's older than that, actually. And again, you got 3 kids that are looking up to you, a daughter who's looking up to you. And this is not cute. Again, there's no reason why you need to do all this. The song isn't good. It was literally a cry for attention, I truly believe. And again, Russell Wilson, the fact that he's not checking her on this, not asking or saying, hey, okay, you don't need to be twerking. I don't want everybody to see your butt. I love your butt. But it doesn't need to be all over the internet. The fact that he's not putting his foot down and praising it and talking about he's going to impregnate her with posts like this, it's just and people think it's cute. No, this is not cute. I know so many people that are praising, so many women praising Russell Wilson for allowing her to be her and not, condemning. It's so funny when women talk about, I love whenever a woman says, I love a man that allows his wife to be her, it's like allowing their wife to be a hoe. And I'm just like, why are you proud of that? Why do you love that? And it's usually because they're hoes as well. And they want to get with a man that allows them to be a hoe in a relationship as well. They want to, have their cake and eat it too. And it's just like, no, when you're in a relationship, you can't be a hoe anymore. I'm sorry. You're not supposed to be. We need to stop glorifying this. It's not a trend, guys. Because imagine Sierra, your daughter grows up, she decides to be an entertainer, she decides to twerk, but she also wants to get married, and her husband puts his foot down. It's like, no, I don't want you twerking and stuff in your business. I know you did that early on. Maybe she's older and she wants to settle down. It's like, no, I'm cutting that out. She was gonna be like, oh, but my mom did it and my dad stuck around. She's gonna be so confused. And that guy is you're gonna make Sierra, knowing her, she's probably gonna make the guy feel bad, or she'll be wisen up at, I don't know, 50 years old when her kids are grown. She's gonna be 50 and realize, your dad allowed me to do this, but it's not okay. Doubting that's gonna be the case, because when you allow something to happen at a certain age, again, she's older, it's typically already set in stone with you. That's something else my boyfriend was talking about. At a certain age in women, stuff is just set in stone. If you don't nip it in the bud early or in the beginning of the relationship, it's going to continue. The cycle's just going to continue. So that's unfortunate. It's a bad example you're setting for your daughter, Sierra, whether you believe it or not. Being a hoe is never cute when you're a wife, when you're a mother, when you're somebody people are looking up to, when you have millions of followers looking up to you. When you claim to value family and all this other stuff, claim. It's so funny. Everybody talks about Sierra's prayer and, makes it a religious thing. It's like God would want you to be on the internet with your ass out, with your butt out. So, oh gosh, this topic got me cussing, guys. This topic got me cussing. Danielle, stop! It's like we pray for the blessing. God gives us the blessing. And then we ruin it. We sabotage it. We test the limits with it. See what we can get away with, what we can't get away with. Instead of trying to preserve that blessing as long as possible. Not even giving him a reason to think about leaving me. Think about being disappointed in me. people, oh, my followers say I'm cute, saying I'm killing it with this chair. There's a part of the music video where she's leaning on the chair and holding herself up on top of the chair. I don't know how to describe it. It's a folding chair, and it's kind of impressive how she's leaning up there. But she shows a clip on how her choreographer, I'm assuming, who's also in the video, showed her, how to get on that chair and balance. And even the choreographer in the video, she wasn't doing it as well as Sierra. So it was a flex for her. But flexing your butt, twerking, like, I'll give you the chair lean. But twerking, opening your legs wide open, what were you trying to prove? What were you trying to show? Again, we all know you can dance. We all know you got the pretty long legs. We know you're tall. That's why everybody said you would look like a man, thought you were a man in that whole little era thing. We all know this stuff about you. So why are you doing this? I know it's for attention. Attention is a hell of a drug. But you think the attention of Russell would be enough? The attention of her kids would be enough? The attention she had in her early 20s would be enough? And late teens? But no. That's why I tell girls all the time, it's like, when you feel like all you have to offer is a certain talent, or like for Sierra, it's dancing and singing maybe, and you have no real substance inside. You don't have a brain to think up here. You don't say things that people are like in awe of. Your whole identity is set behind that talent. So yeah, you're going to dance and you're going to sing until you're 100 years old. And that's the problem. That's why I encourage women to listen and to be in control of their emotions and do all these things that would benefit them long term, way past their beauty phase. Because when you're all about it's, all you can offer is your beauty or a song or a dance. When you get old and wrinkly, that stuff is not going to matter. So you try to prove as much as possible, even though you're older, like, oh, I can still dance. I can still put on a show, because you have nothing else to offer. And that's what is coming across like Sierra. It really is. But back to Russell. Gosh, I'm preaching. Back to Russell and the whole topic of the show. City Boy's down. He really needs to put his foot down, man. And people have been talking, men especially, have been talking about this for a while now. But when this music video came out, I was like, oh, I gotta cover this now, because this is ridiculous. After Carnival, I really wanted to cover it. But again, I gave her a little pass, because I know that's a Carnival thing, to be butt naked and walk around. But this, there's no reason for this. This song, like I said, is not good. You guys can listen to it yourselves. It's not good. But she's only doing this. Women only do what you allow them to do in a relationship. Right? People only do stuff you allow them to do. And Russell is allowing her to do this. And he needs to put his foot down. That's all I gotta say about that. And lastly, guys, this is viral video. I can't tell you the names of these two people. Just not celebrities, not big time. But there's this video of this black woman speaking to her husband. Right? And I can't pinpoint everything she says, but I know specifically she said that he has a small penis in the video. And she's recording, saying all this ugly stuff to her man. I don't know if he's their husband or boyfriend or whatever, but you could tell they've been together for a minute, right? And she was just insulting him constantly, insult after insult. It was so ugly. And anytime a woman insults her man, I don't get why women, when you insult somebody you've invested time in and energy in, you're insulting yourself as well. Like, again, I say it all the time. When baby mamas say their baby daddies ain't SHIT, it sounds a lot like I let losers come to me. It sounds a lot like I ain't SHIT either. And you can tell you ain't SHIT in this video because you really picked up the phone just to dog out this man. For what? He has a small penis, but you're sucking and fucking it. Again, pardon my French. You're sleeping with him. Anytime a girl says that, I'm like, oh, but you slept with him though, so and continue to sleep with him. So what does that say about you? How small really is it? Right? That's what people are asking behind the scenes. Whether you want to believe it or not. So I don't know. This man might be a horrible man. I don't know. His penis might be small, but why degrade him on camera? What do you think you're gonna gain by doing that? He's all of a sudden gonna step up now that you embarrassed him, humiliated him on Instagram and on public platforms. That's not the way you go about it. And the fact that he was just taking it instead of saying, you're not gonna talk to me like that. What the heck? But it's like there's a little bit of grace there because video and the way the government is set up now, if you even showed a little bit of aggression, she could have spun the story, or a little bit of, standing up for himself. She could have spun it into super aggressiveness and it could have been a whole flop. But I'm sorry, like something needs to happen. Because I'm so tired of seeing men being disrespected like this. City girls are up and it's crazy. Women do not deserve the respect and grace these boys are giving them, these men. And until men start putting their foot down, like, no, I'm not sending you $500. No, I'm not allowing you to go and twerk in this music video. No, I'm not going to let you disrespect me on camera. They're going to continue the cycle. They are. And yeah, I want city boys to be up again. Not in the sense where they're out here sleeping with women, discarding them, being, completely using women and just discarding them like old tissues. I'm not saying I don't want that at all. But I want guys to start having a backbone. I want them to start respecting themselves enough to not tolerate disrespect from anybody. I don't care how pretty the woman is. I don't care how many followers she has. You shouldn't care either, unless you're a clout whore, which is really weird for a guy. You should care about yourself enough to not tolerate disrespect, not tolerate BS. Okay? And that's all I gotta say about that. All right, guys, please like this video. If you liked this video, please comment always. I love to hear you guys' opinions, and subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on the notification bell to not miss an episode, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Aquel día el instinto nos decía que esa noche juntico no quería, que las ganas bebé nos ganaría, pero no fue así. Vamos lento, ya, que si nos apuramos no disfrutamos del momento, ya, y lo vamos a arruinar. Dale lento, ya, dile a tus amigas que hoy no vas para afuera, que estás en la escuela y vamos a jugar. Ella sabe que quiero a mi mamacita. Ella también quiere que seamos felices. Ella, la que se apresura a la vueltica. Ella es sin timidez. Como la ves no le importa dónde y cuándo, pero nada no he hecho, no soy el que la mando. Nunca lo seré, su carácter no es de niña, que la puede controlar cualquiera. Y me encanta, yo lo sé, independiente, vamos lento y verás. Y me encanta. sabes que no ves. Te doy el desquite, que me quites todas esas ganas que te tengo, mujer. Todo el mundo sabe que tú y yo somos más que panas, pero nos vamos lento, que al que se apura no llega a nada, no llega a nada, nada. Y me encanta, yo lo sé, independiente, bebé, vamos lento y verás, y me encanta, yo lo sé, independiente, bebé, vamos lento y verás, vamos lento, que si no se apura